Hello. Back to Elden Ring. It's been a few days. Um, don't know if I'm gonna play very long today, but thought I'd get some playtime in. One thing I haven't done yet is I haven't turned on music, so we'll do that. Um, I think the music is good in this game, and but that doesn't mean like I don't want to turn it off sometimes because I have a lot of hours in this game, so having heard the music as much as I have, I don't know. It could be nice to just listen to my own music. Although I tend to not do that either. I kind of just kind of listen to the game, I guess. Um, Kind of remember where I'm at. We've been here. I feel like we had a friend last time because I got invaded and the invader went AFK or something like that. They were shooting us with a cannon for a while, and that was fun. Um, but I don't think I'll turn on Tantra's Tongue for a second just to get started. I also need to level up. All int, all the time. Getting smarter every day. We're almost to the next level even, but I don't think we're that... I don't think I care that much about... Well, yeah, I'd rather keep the golden runes. You never know when you need to upgrade stuff and you need those. That kind of scared me. Yeah, two swords definitely uses more stamina. Another thing I might do is I might try out a sword, or sorry, a shield. I've got high endurance, so I can definitely wield a sword. Sorry, a shield. Because, shields give you a different moveset I learned from... They give you, when you block something, you can attack after. And it does, a different attack sometimes. Or, I guess, depending on the weapon. But, yeah, I kind of want to play around with that. Although I don't know what shield I'll pick. I think I'll pick a heavy shield, because I've got the endurance for it. Because there's been a lot of two swords swinging around this playthrough, and I am doing an int build, but I think some of the coolest looking int spells might actually be for the shields too. And we're mostly only using one Ash of War anyways, so may as well swap to using the shield, getting some more two-hand action in. I know that sounds like it's something a raccoon would say. All about the hands. But yeah, I already killed these when the invaders are here. So next, though, before I call anyone in, I don't know, this might have been a good fight to start using a shield on too. Let's see what shields I have. That way I can do all of this again because I'll have to upgrade my well, yeah, I'll have to upgrade my shield, I think. Equipment. We can use any shield up to like 15 pounds, which is a lot. This is the heaviest shield, and it weighs. Where's the weight? 29 pounds. Oh my god. I can carry that shield, or I can carry 2 swords. That's how heavy that thing is. Okay, so some of these are pretty heavy. One-eyed shield. It's 20 pounds. It's too heavy. Jellyfish shield is very cool because it boosts your damage, and I think it boosts your damage in PvP just as much as in PvE. However, let's see. I don't have the dex. I'm one dex point away, which is kind of annoying. That's one of the pitfalls of min-maxing a build, like I have done, is that you spend every single point exactly how you need to, and then you don't have the flexibility to swap around. I could afford to lose a few points, probably, I guess, in like health or something. I've got a good amount of health, so. Retreat Great Shield, 13 pounds, we could use that. An ant skull. I hate ants, but I think the shield is cool, so I might be okay with that. Dragon Claw shield, that looks cool. Crucible Orange shield. Some of these, the strength requirement is what's killing us, because the whole point of a shield is like that you shouldn't have to two-hand it. So, even though we can carry the weight, the strength requirements are quite high for some of these. For some of the coolest shields in the game. And I've done strength builds, but haven't played around with shields, so I guess I've been missing out. How much strength do I have? 19? That's pretty good strength. I guess if we really wanted to, we could do a 24 strength shield with the talisman. But I guess that just makes me think maybe, I don't know, I wish I could carry the jellyfish shield. Turtle shield is great. It gives you endurance benefits or stamina benefits that very nice to have, but it is a medium shield, and I was going to try a great shield if I could. And if I'm only missing the strength requirement, I should probably just fix that. If I used a different headwear, I could use something like this, or this. This has bleed, shield bash. That could be really fun. I don't have any arcane, so my bleed buildup is not gonna be that great. But I think shield bash does a lot of bleed, so you don't really need it. Icon shield looks cool. We cannot. Well, we can use a talisman. Gradually restoring the carrier's HP. That's good. That's not bad. But yeah, we should pick something that's like got some spice to it. I think this is a fun shield for PvP in a way, because regening health in long battles, people notice that, and they're like, shit. Like, it changes how they fight a little bit. Just a little bit. This causes poison buildup, but sadly, it's not the poison that we care about. But that's okay, too. The strength requirement is way too high, though. 28. I think the highest strength I can do is... Oh, hey, Tempest. Sorry, I kind of zoned out there. I got in min-maxing land. It's a special magical place where I run numbers in my head and forget that anyone exists. But yeah, I'm doing okay. How about you? Yeah, I this is something like every time I look at items in Elden Ring, I say, like, I look at them and then I'm like, okay, guys, I'm gonna have to look at this later because there's a surprisingly large amount of choice. But instead of doing that, I think I'll just like equip this, unequip this, and find the strength. Yeah, we're gonna look like a fanged guy now for a minute. Cool. Now we got it. Now we just gotta upgrade it. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, Tempest. It's good to see you. I'm trying to think of what we did last time. We fought some lobsters last time.
Well, I took you for dead. No matter, it's all the same.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad it's just a cold too. I mean, not that a cold is easy, honestly. You know, sometimes a cold is harder because the symptoms are like really annoying, and then like I'll get sick with a fever, and because I'm mostly sleeping, it won't be as bad. But a cold is just nastier sometimes. I'm out of well, that's good for now. So yeah, I'm departing from the... What am I departing from? Departing from the two-sword build for a minute, because it isn't going anywhere. We can switch to it any time. Trying out a shield. I don't play with shields almost ever, and I think that they're cool. And PvE is a great time to do it because I got nerfed in PvP a lot. I think they're still good in PvP if you're careful about how you use them. And now we can go like this. Oh, I have the wrong thing equipped for it. Let's equip a different Ash of War for that. Well, let's try Shield Bash. We know which other one we're going to try at some point, but I don't think people will expect us to be using Shield Bash on this sword, or this shield in particular, so it might surprise people. We've fought these guys a lot, so I'm going to pass them up. I'll give them one swipe. Because we're about to have a bigger fight. And it's over here. Now we can block? That really doesn't block well for the magic. I guess magic, that makes sense. I'm so used to that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's what that does. Okay. So when you run out of endurance, you get stunned if you're blocking. I definitely am not used to the shield, but it's gonna be a fun challenge. I'm just used to dodging everything, because you can dodge everything in this game, pretty much. See, yeah, that's what that does. Come on, hit me. I'm gonna try this. Oh, I caught it, but he interrupted me. Yeah, that's what it is, okay. Really getting punished for these heals. That was almost it. Got 4 more health flasks. 3, I guess. It is a different playstyle. I'm used to being pretty like aggressive, I guess, and just trying to do as much damage as I can. So having just one sword definitely slows down the damage. Honestly, I'm taking a lot more damage. Maybe it's just a hard boss to fight with the shield. Maybe I'm just not great with the shield. See, that does pretty good damage. And that blocks pretty well. Okay. Not great, but it blocks well enough. Huh. Yeah, that does good damage, but I know a jumping two-handed sword attack would do a lot more. Oh, and he stunned me there. Or she did, actually. So I'm about to die. So I'm gonna switch to battle mode. Oh, perfect. Okay. That was good. I think it's funny, like, I don't know. It's fun to watch people use a shield, but I'm not sure I really enjoyed that with how I was playing it. I'll try it again though. You know, it's I don't think shield bash is useless. And I also didn't use my flasks, so there we go. Used my flask that time. See that double attack. Guess I gotta wait for the second. Well, is it fast? Oh no, there's the second attack there too. It's okay. I can take that one. Yeah, see, we get all those heavy attacks in. Allows us to stun him. Maybe there's a follow-up attack that I'm missing for the shield bash. There's a double. Yeah, let's see if we can... No, I don't think so. Those times where I almost died. Almost dodged that. Let's get him with the shield bash. There we go. Hooray! Loretta's great bow. Great bow. I can't say that. And Loretta's slash. Thank you. Oh, and my runes. I didn't even think to pick them up. I usually want to pick those up in the battle. Oh, I didn't have that many anyways. Okay. Ashes of War for the shield. Vow of the Indomitable. That is, an interesting one, to say the least. I think I'll try it. I think it has to be sacred. But that's fine. It should work fine. Thank you, Tempest. So now... Oh yeah, we can... I don't know. I think we already had that spell. Yeah. Loretta's great bow. Left hand shield, damage negation. Okay. That might be good. But having the shield I think is already nice, so I'd prefer using Terra Magica. Although I'm sure the, let's see, 20 FP versus 30. Wow, it's more for the Scholar Shield, so honestly, Terra Magica looks better for my way I tend to play. I don't know. Let's see what this says. Extra loud. That's what that's called. It's common to find spells and other spell casting items at the foots of these structures. Usually they're smaller than this, but I think they're meant to be like some sort of astrological guide in the world. Although it makes me wonder, like, I don't know if this game is very accurate about like what is in the night sky, but I am kind of curious what we'll see here. The time till nightfall. It's too foggy to see. Well, yeah, pretty much. I don't know if I've even ever seen like stars in the sky. At least not here, which I would have to... Yeah, I'm not good with constellations. I'm definitely that person who needs an app to... If I'm gonna try and find a constellation in the sky, I need to use like Google Sky or whatever to do it. Yeah, that's good. I don't know if I've ever even looked at a sky chart. It's just something that you would think you would find maybe in schools or something growing up. Um, but America's not exactly a beacon of learning, you know? So I don't think that may be why I've never saw a sky chart before. Okay. Well, I think it's time to look for a friend. Here's a friend. Killing Miss. That's a fun one. It's not bad. Secondary school is kind of like our high school, right? So here's a dog. Oh, I was asking if secondary school is kind of like high school in America, right? I think. I'm just not sure exactly what age group that is. I don't know if the shield helps against fire. I'm really curious about this shield dash of ours. See what happens here. I think you're only invincible while you're using it. That's what I'm about to learn. And the dragon's gone. There it is. This dragon knows like magic. Or it is magic. Oh, there we go. And they're gone. Okay. That seems like a... I think that seems like a good structure because... like the fact that secondary school and college are separated by A levels. I think A levels is a good transition into college, probably. Whereas in America, it goes from high school to college, and high school isn't really like... I don't think high school tends to prepare people for college, and it honestly has made colleges act more like high schools because of it. Like, because you have these parents phoning in and being like, "Hey, my student doesn't have homework. What's going on?" And they're asking the same questions that they ask their high school teachers. So parents have ruined college for a lot of universities because they're usually not. They're usually people who didn't go to college themselves, you know, um, and they're just asking. You have all these parents treating the colleges like they're high schools, so the colleges are beginning to act like high schools. But that doesn't mean that you obviously aren't getting your full education. It just means you're doing it with maybe more busy work or different. The teachers are maybe more distracted than before by all that, and the professors. So yeah, I feel like it's easy for anyone to look at like how something is happening in another country and assume that it's better, and there may just be like pros and cons, but uh, it's good to hear that there is that separation though between secondary school and college. Hello. I'm surprised I'm here. Like um when we were back here, in this area, um I thought it would be so long before we saw Ronnie.
Oh, again we cross paths. I believe I said my name was Rena when last we met. It pleaseth me to see Torrent hale and hearty, but tarnished. What business
Or
hast
Rena,
thou here?
rather.
I have no memory of inking thee an invitation.
Oh yeah, I guess I am here for no particular reason.
No reason in particular thou claimest. Intriguing. Then mayhaps fate hath steered thee to this reunion.
I don't know if Rena is an ice
Wilt
witch.
thou enter into my service? I am the witch Rani. I
Oh, and it is Ronnie. Okay.
and search now for the dark path, that I might one day upend the whole of it, and rid the world of all that came before. Well, has that roused thy interest?
I want to see if she explains that
I
again.
see. More's the pity. Come to me again, shouldst thou change thy heart. Surrendering thyself into the service of a dull witch is not as frightful as thou fearest.
So yeah, she just described herself as a doll witch, which is important for this whole establishment, because there's this castle, we have Karia Manor, we have Ronnie, who I think is like a descendant of a Karia noble or something like that, and she describes herself as a doll witch. We're gonna talk to Sylvia soon too. We're gonna figure out what all that means, hopefully.
Art thou persuaded to my cause? Then, again I shall ask, wilt thou enter into my service? I see. A choice well made. Thou art a rare sword. Not many would have accepted the offer, but I require as much of those under my command. I anticipate good work from thee. Good. Then I ask we proceed with haste. There is, in my service, a half-wolven warrior by the name of Blythe. I would have thee join him in searching for the hidden treasure of Nokron, the Eternal City. I have called for Blythe to greet thee below. Take from him the particulars. Ah, and there wilt thou find Iji, my war counselor, and Salavis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts, also. Heed not their peculiarities. Feel secure in gaining from them what advantage thou canst. I am sure the others will be doing just the same. Speak with the three who await thee below. Thou needst not indulge them unduly, but they too wish to appraise thy worth. It hath been a passing long time since a newcomer entered my service, after all.
Yeah, I definitely believe that, Tempest. That's a good, it's interesting about. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna go talk to some of her. We're in service to Ronnie now. We're hired. It was a very easy interview. I feel like the turnover rate here is very low, so but we gotta go talk to people. So here's EG. We met him before, but this is sort of like a, well, just like a projection of him, I guess.
Oh, so you were the one. Lady Rani has explained everything. Again, I am Iji, the Karian royal family's
You take care,
dedicated
Tempest.
blacksmith and Lady Rani's war counselor. I'm told that you are searching for Nokron with Blythe. I will give you whatever guidance I can, and pray for your success. My apologies for the misleading words of warning. I never imagined that an audience, let alone service to Lady Rani, was in your fate. I, for one, should have seen it, but I did not. Do forgive me, my fellow. Let us give all that we can of ourselves, together, for Lady Rani. Let us give all that together.
Very cool. Iji is, you know, Iji lives by a code. Read message. Dog, too high up. I don't know what they mean.
Long time, friend. Blythe. If you've forgotten. Glad to have you in the service of Mistress Rani. Well, getting right to business. I'm still in Limgrave. The eternal city of Nokron lies somewhere at the bottom of this land. I'm planning to go below through the well in the Mistwood. See if I can't find the road to Nokron from there. I'm going below through the well in the Mistwood. See if I can't. Don't keep me waiting, eh?
Oh, I would never apply it. Also, I think it's interesting that that's where he's going, because that's somewhere we need to go to. And then Celadus.
I see. You must be Rani's new hireling. Yes, I've heard all about you. I am Celadus, preceptor in the sorcerous arts. I don't know what it is the mistress sees in a provincial tarnished like you, but since we have the misfortune of serving the same lady, I ask that you kindly try not to drag us all down with you.
Okay.
I reside in another tower close by. Come and pay me a visit. Should you wish to be of actual service to Mistress Rani. If it were up to me, I wouldn't waste my time on the likes of you. But who am I to stand against the wishes of my lady? I reside. Come and pay me. Should you? If it were up, but who am I?
So, honestly, Celovus reminds me a little bit of. I gotta look up this actor. It's a movie called. I think it's. So the movie's called In Bruges, and I think it's yeah, Brendan Gleeson. He kind of sounds like Brendan Gleeson a little bit, and he kind of has that sort of like grumpy, pessimistic outlook, and I really like this character a lot. So he just invited us to his tower, so let's go to his tower. Oh, well, we have to talk to Ronnie first. I literally, like, you can't leave without talking to Ronnie again, which is very rare in this game. But yeah, I cannot run beyond this invisible wall because the game is like, hey, come back. Also, there's an icon on the left of my screen. I have no idea what that is.
Ah, allow me to forewarn thee. I shall soon enter my slumber, and it will be some time before I wake. This doll's body is not without its hindrances. Still, I have high hopes for thee. I look forward to the good news when I arise. I shall soon enter, and it will be some time. I look forward to the good news.
So she's gonna take a nap, is the short version of that. See if we can do this. I didn't make it in time. Okay, so we're going to continue on. I'm gonna go meet Celovus. The wizard that sounds like Brendan Gleeson. I wish that like crystals would just poke out of the ground in places. I know that like they do in caves or something like that, and maybe they did. Maybe they just used to. I don't know. But then people took them all. So this is Celovus.
Well, you took me at my word. Did you not realize I was merely being polite? Oh, you provincials never cease to amaze. I suppose you're here now. Perhaps I'll give you something to do. I'd like you to find a woman called Nefeli to administer a potion. Even you can do that much, can't you? I see. What a wretched bunch you tarnished are. Do you understand? I've given you a very fine chance. If you complete this simple task, I will graciously permit you to learn from me. Even you wish to serve Our Lady well, do you not? Turn those little cogs upstairs and return with the correct answer.
That is an amazing... I love his dialogue. I've never actually rejected him. I'm really glad I did. Because he's just like, hey, is your brain working? Dummy? Also, the fact that he invited us over here and he was just like, that wasn't an actual invitation. I don't know why you came. It's just a very fun character.
Then you will undertake my task.
Answer fumbled.
Good, good. Now I shall hand over the potion in question.
Elvis's potion.
Find Nefeli and ensure she drinks it. I expect glad tidings, and soon. I've no time for idle chit-chat. The only thing I will hear from you is a report of your task's completion. Are we understood? Then off you trot. I have enough on my plate.
Well, there's not a lot on your plate if your hat is your plate, because that's a really big plate if it is one, and it's on your head. Selvis is great. We're gonna help Selvis tidy up around here. There we go. I hope that helped. Yeah, a lot of people hate Selvis, but I actually like... I think Selvis is amazing. Or maybe everyone likes him, I don't know. I haven't asked around on that one a lot. Memory Stone. Also, it is really neat, like, there's so many of these wizard towers that you find across the lands. And, this might... besides Ronnie over there, Ronnie resides in hers, and Sylvis resides in his. But, I think they're the only ones that do, because every other tower you go to is empty. So, wizardry is, has not stuck around, or the wizards have not survived. Black Wolf Mask, this is if we want to go to doggo mode. We already kind of are using doggo mode a little bit with these imp masks. Yeah, I feel like wizards have sort of been canceled a little bit thanks to J.K. Rowling, and you know, obviously not all wizards, but like this sort of it's sort of weird. Like, imagine if you know, because like the wizarding fandom kind of blew up from Harry Potter books becoming popular. So, you know, there's a lot of people out there that like to engage with that fandom, and then J.K. Rowling went and, you know, started being shitty, or started sharing her shittiness, rather. She started making it apparent to everybody, and so now all these people with like that interest are just stuck with her. So I think the furry fandom's pretty lucky with that. We have some bad eggs, like 2 Griffin, I guess. But none that are like in the public spotlight in that way. So I hear a moaning man. So I definitely want to check that out. Oh, over here. Yeah, that's not the moaning man I was looking for, though. There is a different moaning man that I'm interested in. Checking them all out. I don't think that well. That was the moaning man. I saw it. Yeah, it is absolutely normal. It's valid to be interested in moaning men. And because you can find the moaning man's secret dirty basement with this person. I think this is a perfumer. I can't tell for sure. I should, like, I just can't recognize for sure, but this is a, gosh, I forget what these are called. They're weird though. Yeah, I think he was a moaning man, and then, you know, he finished moaning, I guess. And yeah, that's what happened. Here we go. This is, I think, tarnished. Like, there's someone has said that there's like a tarnished person in here, and I think this might be them, but I don't know for sure. That might be a maiden, even. I don't know. I don't know for sure. This is a guy with a pot on his head. So that's interesting too. So yeah, we just got a doll collection down here, except they maybe aren't dolls. They might be just petrified people or something. There's a note here. Celivis's puppet, do not touch. Interesting. Aha. And this is someone, I believe, that we may have possibly talked to, although it may just be someone wearing the same clothes. I don't know for sure. But there's a lady over here. Sorceress Selen. That looks like Selen, but there's also a lot of enemies that look like Selen because they wear that stone mask. So I'm worried. I have a message here, so I'm worried about what it says. Oh god. I think that was in regards to what sits here, but it's not here because we haven't done that quest. So I forgot that I made that kind of a joke in the messages. Whoops. But yeah, it is for someone that's sitting here. We'll meet them. I'll show you them once we run into them, but we haven't seen them yet. Yeah, there's no pickled braise yet. So yeah, we checked out the dungeon. Now we can ask Celivis about what we just saw. It's like, hey Celivis, we found your doll collection. You want to talk about that? There's this guy that I sometimes watch on YouTube called Internet Comment Etiquette, and like I think he's been the past year he's been pretty experimental with his comedy. So like, there's been times where like he tries to do deadpan dry humor and satire, and it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't translate completely right, but you know, he's not like he can be funny, I think. But anyways, I forget why I mentioned that. Oh yeah, he was making fun of people with like he was using dolls as a funny thing to make fun of people for being into, which I think is valid. Like, it's just a funny kink to shame. No offense against those people though. And yeah, the bigger ones are actually. I guess he collects action figures. As if we, you know, we'll ask
I've no
him.
time for idle chit-chat. The only thing I will hear from you is a report of your task's completion. Are we understood? I have enough on my plate.
You have enough dolls on your plate. The only reason I don't think I can talk to him is because I think I need to visit Site of Grace first. Hello, Tempest. We were just talking about dolls. We met a sorcerer named Selvus, who is my favorite character in the game. One of the few reasons to check out the VODs afterwards, if you're ever interested, is probably to meet Selvus. And Selvus has a doll collection, so that's cool. Also, I'm being summoned to another world. The kind of dolls that like are the kind of dolls that are life-size dolls, and they might actually be people that have been petrified into the form of a doll. He had a whole basement full of them. Where am I? This is a spoiler zone, kind of. Oh, Invader defeated. Yeah, it's super creepy. But Selvus, like, I can't. I think Selvus is such a fun character that I just whatever Selvus does, I'm all about Selvus doing his thing. You know. Even though Selvus is absolutely a creep, just he's a creep with charisma, and I respect it. His charisma. Here, I'll show you the basement real quick. We'll take a quick look. See, there's a doll here. We're guessing that this one is probably tarnished, and this one is potentially a maiden of the tarnished. We got a guy with a paw on his head. We have some that haven't arrived yet. Depending on your choices in the game, I think there could be multiple options here. Or maybe they just sit in different spots. I don't know. This might be Sorcerer Selen, but I don't think so. I think if it were, then we wouldn't. Like, her whole quest line is separate. She's already in multiple places at once. Yeah, they're basically, they call them dolls in this game, and Ronnie, the witch that we just met, is using a doll body because she gave up her previous body, and it's complicated. We'll see her like true doll form eventually. So yeah, we rested at a Site of Grace, and we're hoping that helps us trigger Selvus's voice lines and quest line for us noticing his doll dungeon. Okay, here we go.
I've no time for the only thing Are we understood? I have enough on my plate.
Okay, so I think the reason why we can't confront Sylvis about his dungeon, his doll dungeon, is because we have to do other things first. I think I remember that being an aspect of that. So that's fine. We're never gonna forget Sylvis. Sylvis is a treat. I also... Yeah, there's no rush on that. I'll have to read about that quest again because there's... I think there's ways to mess it up, potentially. So we'll continue on. We already did everything here. Well, we didn't actually. Let's finish up here. I think I want to do... Artist check. We're gonna... Can I just remove this marker? I know that there's only one marker, but I want to see if it is a winner. Oh, I did, somehow. So we'll go to the artist check. I know this looks random, but it's not. We'll take a good look at this painting with once the text disappears. I'm actually going to grab a snack real quick while we observe the painting, and then we're going to try and find that spot in the game. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm Rack. And we've gotten a good look at that painting, I hope. I like how it kind of fades too. But yeah, so that is very close to where we just were. I'm like 99% Rack, you know? I do kind of love the idea of like hybrid species. I just have no clue what have no clue what my hybrid species would be with like a raccoon. Which is why I've stuck with raccoon, I think, because it's like... And as far as who the walrus is, I don't know. Like when you think about the Beatles song, I know that like there isn't necessarily like a single meaning because it's just like, you know, the Beatles were famously like, hey guys, our songs don't mean anything. It's like what they would constantly remind people of. But I also think that at the same time, there's things that like inspire the idea of the lyrics, I guess, right? So I don't know. I think yeah, it's hybrids can look odd if only like I mean it's they can I mean it's okay. I think it's fun when they look odd, but it's also sometimes it's just because it's hard to like draw this, you know. I think it could be hard to draw and um it's hard to you know, it's hard to I think some artists are amazing at it though. Okay, I believe that, Tempest. Honestly, I mean, I think that's the fun part about songs, though, is that like even when an artist means like has intention in the meaning of a song, people will often interpret it in their you know own ways, and sometimes they'll find this like completely different meaning, and that's like and the artist will hear about it and be like, wow, that's actually I'd never thought of that, but I like that, you know, kind of deal. Hydrak, like a Hydra. At first, I thought of because aren't Hydras like obviously there's the fantasy Hydra with the which is like a sea serpent with multiple heads, but I think that there's an actual like Hydra that's like a little spindly guy that you can put in your fish tank, you know. I need to change that Ashavor for the shield. Yeah, I'd have to look at what Hydra I'm thinking of, like the real life one. But I feel like maybe it's just something that was named after Hydra, too. See that Ashavor is terrible because it gives you invincibility, which I think is interesting, but it's like dodging gives you invincibility. I guess. Well, dodging doesn't give you invincibility against like big slam attacks. So I guess if a dragon is gonna give you like a big steppy and then you do this, then you'll survive it. It is faster than a dodge, I think. Maybe. Maybe it's not as bad as I think, but I think it's a weird one too because the recovery time is pretty long for at least for PvP. So we're looking for where that spot was in the painting. There were graves in the background. And there was other stuff in the background that we can't see right now because it's too foggy. But trust me, it's there. The Rhea Lucaria was in the background, but we cannot see it. It's too foggy. imagine this is what like living in England is like. It's just like it's often too foggy to see anything. Yeah, okay, it's clearing up now though. Ray Lucaria. Rocks. Now we need to find the tombstones. Hydra vulgaris. Which one is Hydra vulgaris though? Oh, that's good. I don't know. I like fog a lot though. Fog is fun. I think one of, you know, like in Silent Hill, there's fog everywhere, and I think that'd be really great. Here's our guy, our painter. They have a juvenile scholar cap, which is cool. Juvenile scholar robe, and a larval tear. That's good. I didn't know they had larval tears. So I gotta look at that hat though. I don't think I've ever noticed that hat. Oh, I've had it before. Cap worn by young Academy scholars, the juvenile is birthed anew by the amber egg of Queen Renala, the head of Raya Lucaria Academy. Yet their rebirth is not without imperfections, and thus do they repeat the process, eventually becoming utterly dependent upon it. Rebirth is as sleep to them, and with each awakening memory fades into oblivion. That sounds nice. That sounds like that sounds like student life, I guess, right? Look at me go with my little cap. I don't like wearing stuff that doesn't, like, I want to cover my head, but I had to try it on, I guess. Is there any other hats we should be trying on? Because this game has almost as many hats as Team Fortress 2. There's a mushroom crown, which is great. Actually, it's honestly is great. Oops. The damage. It raises your attack power if you inflict poison or rot on someone nearby. Oh yeah, that's a great album. We got Celibus's big hat. My sword goes right through it. This hat would get torn up very quickly. Large hat with the movements of the stars drawn on the inside of the brim. See, that's like the coolest hat anyone could ever wear. And I know that's almost slander against Prometheus, who is very endeared by their cap. But I'm sorry, Prometheus, your cap doesn't have a map of the stars drawn on the inside of it. Let's see. Flintstone sorcerers are the descendants of astrologers, a fact that the Carians remain aware of, even if their fate has been long severed from the stars. Which I think is an interesting way to word that. Severed from the stars. And then, yeah, Ronnie's mentor was a snow witch, or an ice witch, according to this. Strengthens cold sorcery. I'm gonna have to read about that hat, because if it boosts Ashes of War, that'd be cool. It might just say that it boosts it, but cold sorceries, yeah, huh? I'm interested. There's a sun hat. Be the sun. I'll have to check that out. I like reading about like stuff like that, even though I don't usually read about creepypasta stuff. Like I like to look at it once in a while. Yeah, I'll just Google it. Yeah, I think it just saw the dot, dot whatever, and thought it was a website. So I think you're good. I don't know if there's a .esp domain for DNS servers to even send you to. So yeah, for now we'll put on this hat again. So that we can wield our shield. Let's turn on invasions. Even though our shield dash of 4 is garbage. And I think, well, we didn't quite get everything over here actually. Because, I don't know if it has to be at night either. I don't think it does. I think we just have to go further. Hello. Oh. Hey, that worked for that time. But I feel like this fight, I'm gonna wish that I had 2 swords. Because, it's just gonna be harder without it. Thank God that missed. Oh, I would have died there. Oh, we're doing damage though. That sure didn't land. Oh, I got... Yeah, it eats a lot of stamina for me. It makes me tempted to switch to 2 swords mid-battle, so rough this is. Oh, we procced cold. I forgot that we switched to cold. Oh, the Sorcerer Wolf out-sorcerered us. Shield Bash, Shield Crash. Crash Bandicoot. I think we can choose any of these, but let's try Magic. Yeah, now it'll do magic damage, which should help. And now we can do that instead of the Shield Bash, or instead of the invincibility. Oh, Prometheus, I just noticed your comment about your hat having a summoning circle on the inside of it. I feel like that's information that I'm very fortunate to learn, and also it's very unfortunate to learn as well. Like, I could pay the price for that knowledge. Dang it. I don't know. I got 2 monitors. The price has already been paid. That's also worrying. So I don't feel like Prometheus is confined to like time as we perceive it, you know? That's what worries me. Already getting slapped around by the dog. See how this blade build-up works, if we can. Oh. It's not ideal for... This dog looks so fluffy. The shield is not good for fighting the dog because they attack a lot and then they jump away or they slide away. Oh, jeez. It was low on... You gotta have your stamina full for that. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. I mean, I'm new to shields, so forgive me for my, just sucking at them. Just getting mauled by this wolf. Pretty good. See, the wolf always wins. If it weren't for these healing flasks, I'd be in trouble. Huh. I could probably do a no flask battle with the wolf if I were using the two swords. Well, that's the end of the battle. We have no more flasks left. Good game, Wolf. I was thinking about, like, it might be fun to, like, for certain enemies to, you know, every time we fight them to have a code of honor against them where, like, we don't use a healing flask ever for X enemy. And I don't know, I feel like the wolf would be a good choice for that, but I already failed it by healing as much as I did. But we can also just set that as a challenge for... there's a wolf in Rhea Lucaria that I'll do that with. And the wolves had their way in the end. So we didn't get any invaders. I think that's because my VPN is on. I'm going to disconnect my VPN and see what happens to the stream. I'll be 1 second.